Evening, I'm Michael Parkinson and this is the London Palladium. Very shortly this famous theatre will be filled to capacity with people who've come to pay tribute to one of our great comedians, the late and much lamented Mr. Eric Morecambe. They've also come to raise money for a very worthy cause, the British Heart Foundation. Now outside me here there's a large crowd already gathered in the street to await the arrival of the guest of honour, His Royal Highness Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. And here's Prince Philip arriving now. He's being met by John Avery, who is the general manager of the London Palladium, and he in turn introduces Prince Philip to Mr. Louis Benjamin, who's the deputy chairman and chief executive of Stolmoss Theatres. Inside the theatre, that's Brian Calgill, the managing director of Thames Television. As I said, tonight's show is not only a tribute to a great and beloved comedian, it's also a means of raising money for the British Heart Foundation, a charity which Eric was particularly concerned with. That's Sir Cyril Clark and Brigadier Thursby Pelham. They've just been introduced to Prince Philip, and they're two representatives of the charity, the British Heart Foundation, which should do very well indeed tonight.
Philip Jones.
And that's Philip Jones, head of light entertainment at Thames Television and co-producer of tonight's show. Next to Philip is Billy Marsh, who for 25 years was personal manager to both Eric and Ernie. And finally, last in line, that's Joan Morecambe, Eric's widow, and she's looking absolutely smashing. Well, tonight, then, is a special tribute to a very special man. And you'll be able to judge just how special when you see the show his friends have dedicated to him. First of all, the national anthem.
Forever you stay in my heart.
Ladies and gentlemen, 43 years ago, two boys met and they decided to do a double act. They were full of energy and ambition, and they wanted to do the greatest double act in the world. Now, one of them isn't here tonight, and that's why we're here to pay tribute to my friend and partner, the one with the glasses. We used to finish our act with a song, and I think the words of this song say it much better than I can. Bring me sunshine in your smile, bring me laughter all the while. In this world where we live, there should be more happiness. So much joy you can give to each brand new bright tomorrow. Make me happy through the year. Never bring me any cheers. Let your arms be as warm as the sun from up above. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me love. Let your arms be as warm as the sun from up above. Bring me fun, bring me sunshine, bring me love. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric and I had lots of old friends in show business. Now here's one of the oldest, Max Bygraves.
How are you, sunshine?
Oh, lovely. Max, you remember the old days? You know, I mean, we never used to get audiences like this, did we?
No. They had a man here named Val Parnell.
Yeah.
And when you were a new act, he used to wait for you to walk on the stage when you were a new act, and he used to walk outside the theatre, across the road. He used to stand on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
Now, if he couldn't hear that audience applauding, you got the sack.
Did you?
I had a bit of luck. He got run over.
I was driving the car.
And I remember the lower down the bill you were in this theatre, the lower down your dressing room was.
Is that right?
Yeah. First time I came here, they gave me a miner's lamp and a canary. Most acts got a mirror to dress up in. I used a puddle.
Tell me, Max, how many actual variety shows did you do? Royal variety shows?
How many have I done?
How many have you done?
Well, with this year, it's 19. 19 Royal Command performances.
19
right,
Royal Command
yeah.
performances. You've done more than they have.
Yeah.
Max.
They keep writing to me for tickets.
Max.
Lovely to see you, Ernie.
Thank you.
You're looking good.
Thank you. Max, why don't you remind them about the good old days of musical?
That's a good idea.
I'll go put the kettle on.
Yeah, you make the tea, Ernie.
For that you get no money.
The things that we did when I was a kid, they keep coming back to me. The games that we played and the friends that we made keep haunting my memory. I get so nostalgic remembering when the Biff Bat and the Yo-Yo were the craze. Garbo and Myrna Loy, Ambrose and Harry Roy, back in those good old days. We all used to sing songs recorded by Bing, back in those good old days. There were carousel rides, we had short back and sides, back in those good old days. I once saw a Zeppelin up in the sky. I saw the Crystal Palace all ablaze. We joined the Boy Scouts, or we grew up as louts, back in those good old days. There was Elsie and Doris, Jimmy Jewel and Ben Warris, back in those good old days. There was Chesney and Bud and the great Lobby Ludd, back in those good old days. We were fishing with worms, all the women had perms. They didn't wear a bra, they called them stains. There was 50 Bob Taylor and Popeye the Sailor, back in those good old days. 10 pegs were 4 pence, a pint cost the same, back in those good old days. Rhubarb and custard and corned beef and mustard, back in those good old days. Licorice and lollipop, sherbet and acid drops, and salad but without the mayonnaise. And the doctor would come if you'd a rash on your bum, back in those good old days. We laughed at Max Miller and a man named John Tiller gave us the John Tiller girls, and he said that they all had to be very tall and their smiles had to shine just like pearls. These wonderful dancers who knew all the answers, no wonder their routines were all the craze. And to revive that memory, ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to the wonderful Tiller Girls. Here they are. Recognize the lady on the end? Who was it? And where is she now? In America, making big money. Now a man who could fill any top of the bill was one of those memorable names. In the spotlight he'd stand, cigarette in one hand, and they called him the great Jimmy James. His patter was racing, his son's name was Casey. There was Eli and Roy Castle in the act. So for just a brief while, let us sit here and smile as we try to bring Jimmy James back.
Now, I bet you're wondering what he's going to do with this. Well, he's going to play it first. And then he's going to cock his leg over and do wheelies. Mind you, he's marvellous musically. Oh. Take it off.
Huh?
Have a rest. Take it off. Oh, God, he can't, no. No, you see, he's had the flu and it's left him a bit mutton Jeff. You see, he's not well. He's not well. I mean, he looks fit enough, but you can't always go by that. No, but musically, he's terrific. He's marvellous on the guitar. Oh, I was telling them about the guitar.
Oh, yeah, I can't breathe. Terrible,
And the trumpets, oh. Now, you know Roy Castle, you've heard of that fella. He plays the 2 trumpets, you know, the record breath. This kid plays 5. 3 in his mouth and 1 up each nostril. And very soon we'll have him doing 6. Don't worry, we'll find a way. Widen your mouth, you see.
Hey, I've packed it in, you know.
Pardon?
I've packed it in.
Well, we all have to in the end, you see. What are you talking about? What have you packed in?
I was the understudy for Boy George, and I packed it in.
Well, why did you pack it in?
Well, it was neither one thing or the other.
Hello. They're flying low.
Hey!
How do you do?
Are you putting it around that I'm a Wally?
No, not me, no.
Well, is it him then?
Well, I'll ask him. Is it you who's putting around that he's a Wally?
I don't want any.
He doesn't want any. I'm not surprised, because he bought a dozen last week at the co-op.
How much are they?
How much? No, shut up. No, it's not him.
Well,
it's not him.
somebody's putting it around that I'm a Wally.
Did you want to keep it a secret?
Yeah.
No. Well, I think you've got a good case if you can find out who it is. I'll tell you something. Somebody come on, didn't they?
What?
Listen.
What?
Your face is very familiar. Where have I seen you before?
Oh, I'm out of there now.
Oh, that's where I saw you in there.
Yeah.
I didn't know I'd been in. I won't be long with you two, though. No, I was thinking... If he comes on again, grab him.
Right.
That is where I saw you in there, remember now, yes.
No, I've been away, you know.
It won't be long before you're back, either.
I've been to South Africa, I have.
South Africa?
Yeah.
Did you go in that coat?
No, I went in an aeroplane.
I'll kick his legs from underneath him in a minute. Listen, you want to be careful. You go into South Africa, you could be ostracised.
I was, before I went, in this arm, here.
Yeah.
And it swelled up,
Well, it
and I
would do,
kept
yeah.
trying to scratch it, and it still...
How did you get on then in South
I
Africa?
was very popular.
Yeah, they'd like you, yeah.
Yeah, they gave me a present.
What did they give you?
2 man-eating lions.
Did they give you a few yards start as well?
Huh?
Did you bring the lions home?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
where do you keep the lions then?
In this box.
Are they in there now?
Yeah.
Yes, I thought I heard a rustling. Go and get 2 coffees. I'll keep him talking.
Are you telling him about the lions?
Yes, how is it? He's got 2 man-eating lions in there.
How much are they?
How much? He doesn't want to sell them. They're a sentimental gift from the African people.
I've been to Nyasaland as well.
Well, they're nice people, the Nyasas.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll bet they gave you a present.
Yeah.
What did they give you?
A giraffe.
Giraffe. You brought it home, did you?
Yeah.
Where do you keep the giraffe?
In the box.
In the box. Dial 999. Somebody must be looking for him.
Are you telling him about the giraffe?
Yes. He's got a giraffe in there as well.
Is it black or white?
I don't know, ask him. Is it black or white, the giraffe?
Oh, the coffee, I mean.
When he was born, the doctor sent his father a telegram. It said, "You are the father of a lovely bouncing."
Bouncing what?
The doctor wouldn't commit himself.
I've been to Pekin as well.
Peking?
Yeah.
Well, the Pekingese would give you something, even if it was only a nip round the ankles. Yeah. What? Do you like that? What did they give you?
Who?
The Pekingese.
Oh, an elephant.
An elephant.
Yeah.
I have an idea, but I don't like to ask him. Is it male or female?
No, an elephant.
Yes, but you see, there's the male elephant, and then you get the female elephant. Yes. I don't suppose it makes any difference to you whether it's male or female.
It wouldn't make any difference to anybody owning another elephant.
I'll stop you going to those youth clubs. Anyway, we've had a lot of requests for songs. What do you suggest we sing out the two songs we know?
Aren't you going to ask me?
Sorry, Dad.
You forgot to ask him where he keeps the elephant.
We all know where he keeps the elephant. What's the point?
Well, listen, I'd like to know. And the lads would like to know, wouldn't you?
All right.
Ask him where
I'll
he keeps
ask
the
him.
elephant.
Where do you keep the elephant? In the box?
Don't be stupid. You couldn't get an elephant in there.
Why don't you mind your own business? Anyway, you couldn't get an elephant in there. There's no room.
You could ask the giraffe to move over a bit.
And frighten the damn lions.
I keep the elephant in a cage.
Of course, sensible. He keeps the elephant in a cage. Where do you keep the cage?
In the box.
There'll be room in the van for the three of us. I'll drive. Look, we'll do the song. We'll do I'll Walk Beside You. I'll walk oh, God, no. If I walk beside him, I'll be on my own coming back. Just give us a touch-up on the piano. I'll get the key for it. Is the other pianist playing it to dance? That's it. That's the one.
When I was a young man and never been kissed, I got to thinking it over, how much I'd missed. So I got me a girl from Leamington Spa.
But you'd be better off with a bounty bar.
Because she had kisses sweeter than wine. She had, oh, kisses sweeter than wine. Sweeter than wine. Now she was happy and she was gay, and I knew that I'd love her all of the way. She dyes of blue and golden locks.
Where's she now?
She's in that box.
Because she had kisses sweeter than wine. She had,
Hey, what? We'll do it one more time. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, shit.
kisses sweeter than wine.
During the days that Eric and Ernie were touring the music hall, they had what they call speciality acts. And here is probably the greatest speciality act in the business today. Ladies and gentlemen, the Half-Wits. selection of songs, ladies and gentlemen, associated with this theatre. When you're ready, Harry, please. Join in, if you will. Happy days are here again. The skies above are clear again. Let us sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here again. All together, shout it now. There is no one who can doubt it now. So let's tell the world about it now. Happy days are here again. Your cares and troubles are gone. There'll be no more from now on. Happy days are here again. The skies above are clear again. Let us sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here again. Powder your face with sunshine. Put on a great big smile. Light up your eyes with laughter. Folks will be laughing with you in a little while.
Why don't you whistle a tune of gladness who never was in style?
The future's brighter while hearts are lighter. Smile, 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 smile. I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I overlooked before. One leaf is sunshine, the second is rain. Third is the roses that grow in the lane. And there is no need explaining, the one remaining is somebody I adore. I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I overlooked before. When you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. But when you're crying, you bring on the rain, so stop your sighing. Be happy again, 'cause when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you.
When you're smiling, keep on smiling. When the story comes out with you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the young generation, Jim Davidson.
All right. You look all right. How's the front row? Hello. How are you? Splendid. Just checking out the B-day set. You know, the posh ones have highs, lounges, and B-days. Us poor people got to do handstand in the shower, but they have B-days. There we are. Oh, thank you very much. As you know, I'm just back from the Falklands entertaining the troops, and they're trying to cheer them up. And believe me, they needed cheering up, because as I got there, Paul Daniels was just leaving. And, no, don't. In actual, I said to one of the Falkland Islanders, you know, would you like to have Paul Daniels back? They said, no, we'd rather have the Argentinians. But anyway... haven't got any in, have we? No, talking of old acts. Sorry, Paul, if you're looking. Vaudeville and shows like this is a thing that sadly is dying for people of my age, you know. I mean, I've worked with some of the old vaudeville acts. Yeah, I worked with a bloke who had a tap dancing duck. You wouldn't believe this. It was unbelievable. Honestly, he was a Swedish fellow. He said, "No, the duck will tap dance on top of the piano for you, getting a flirt, sneer, getting a flirt, getting duck and dancing for it." And he played a piano, and his duck used to tap dance like that. It was quite hysterical. Anyway, the RSPCA banned him. This is gospel truth. They found out he had an hot plate. Anyway. I tell you... No, what was I going to talk about? You was going to talk about when he was last working here. Yeah, I came here to the London Palladium. I was here a while ago doing panto, but the first time I was ever here is the first time I've ever been in the theatre. I was 12 years old doing the gang show with the late Ralph Reeder. Do you remember Ralph Reeder? And I did the audition down in the bar where you're all going to go and get drunk at half-time down there. Did the little audition. And I always remember as 12-year-old, I came up here, you know, my mum dropped me off around the corner. I said, oh, let me go on my own, Mum, I'm a little bit nervous. So I went up to the fellow, I said, excuse me, can you tell me where the London Palladium is? It's the man you go round there and take the right turn, go round the roundabout and over. Go through the lights there, man, don't take right turn left, go straight down it. Then you get there, London Palladium, you cannot miss it. Argyle Street, you know. I said, thank you very much, officer. No, the police have been nice to me. They looked after my driving licence for me for 18 months. You can always tell the police. It's the nice ones. I always remember, I got pulled up once, you know, and there's always a little skinny copper with a pointed head that looks like a biro refill, you know what I mean? And he had terrible acne. I said, cool, your face is bad. He said, yeah, my wife's trying to teach me to eat with a fork. I said... He said to me, have you got any proof of identification? I thought, what the... I said, have you not seen the television? Did you know I was being all flash? So he made me sit in the car and I sat there. Well, they check out to Hendon Police College, you know, what you've been doing, all the rest of it. And I said, do you mind if I go to the toilet? He said, no, please yourself. So I went to the toilet, then I got out of the car. That's just how nasty they are. They walk around looking at your number plate. There's always two of them looking at your number plate, isn't there? You know what that is? One's good at numbers and the other one's good at letters. Have you not got that? They walk around with the Nick-ometer on. Nick, 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 Nick. He said, your back light's not working. I said, I kicked it, it came on. He said, marvellous, can you go around and kick the front, see if this year's tax comes up? I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, you park outside here, you get clamped immediately. I hope certain people have made arrangements. No, I think the police do a good job. It's just the little ones who are a little bit too keen on it. They're down the road and they're shaking hands with the padlocks. Scratching their heads. This young cop, I thought, I'll find one. Nick, 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 oh, I got one. Oh. He's seen a fella wobbling on his bike like that. He grabbed him. He said, oi, you're drunk. It's only the vicar. He said, I can't be drunk. I'm a vicar, man of the cloth. God is with me. He said, gotcha, two on a bike. Let's have you. Talk you straight out. But now, you see, I always have a laugh with the police, but I'm invited to do policeman's balls and things like that, and I really have a good time. Where will we be? A policeman stopped me the other day. He said, are you drunk? I said, certainly not. He said, well, I am. Give us a lift back to the station, will you? And, you know, there's a lot of crime that does go on, and without the police, where would we be? I knew a fella that walked into a Chinese restaurant with a shotgun. He said, oi, give us all the money. The bloke said, to take away? Have we any Chinese people in? Is there a card game going on? No, because, I mean, Chinese people are great, but it's the food's a little bit dodgy. You never know, do you, when you go in there? I mean, if you leave a bit of a pork chop, you know if it's served up again, there's teeth marks in it, but you're not too sure with that other gear, right? And people always upset them. They say, oh, I put that back, make pancake roll out of that later on. Give it to him next time he comes in for a takeaway, you know. I was a little bit suspect. I walked in this Chinese restaurant, a waiter walked past. I said, oh, you? He said, hi, I know my name. I said, come here, son. He said, what matter? I said, this chicken's rubbery. He said, thank you very much. Just watch out when you're driving away tonight, because there'll be a lot of drunken motorists around tonight. Just be careful. You can see them, they've got little blue lights on the top. No, I'm only joking. Watch when you go out, because I went into a place in the West End to get some cigarettes, and it turned out to be a strip club. Now, I didn't know. And this woman come on, Madame Monique. I've never seen anything like it. I was like that, I couldn't believe it. And she said, Madame Monique, I thought, lovely French girl. She said, I'd like someone from the audience to assist me with my act. And you know, there's always one nutcase in. You know, whenever you go out for a drink, there's always one who makes a fool of himself, you know. Like us lot out tonight, there's always one who goes over the top. Now, whenever you go out, there's always one who drinks too much and wants to start a fight and drops his trousers. Just generally a right pain. Anyway, she said, I'd like someone from the audience to assist me with my act. This Madame Monique, this bloke who got up on the stage. She said, put your head between my chests. He went like that, she went... He said, oh, it was disgusting, Mrs. I couldn't hear for a week. Shocking. That was bad. I'm going to tell you. Chalky was going to be here tonight, but he couldn't get out of bed. Someone put Velcro on the headboard. Velcro, it's like the stuff, it's like to the final rib. I see him a while ago. Oh, I had to have a laugh. Before I steal this last game, have we got anyone in from Ireland, by the way? I don't tell Irish jokes. I'm paid for comedy, not courage. No, because my mother's Irish, and she's told me not to do any Irish jokes, you know. So anyone in from the Fiji Islands? OK, we're all right. Play safe. 2 Fiji Islanders walking down the road. One said, "Hey, Murphy." No. I'll get a blow dart in my neck now. You watch this. So this Fiji Islander just walked up to this 53 bus. He said, "Excuse me now."
I said, "Yeah. Me, I'm the conductor, the chief. Ding, ding."
He said, "How much is it to Woolwich Ferry?"
He said, "Woolwich Ferry? 50p.
He said, "Well, I'm not paying that. That's too much money."
He said, "Well, you're not getting on." Ding, ding.
Off went the bus. He said, "Well, I show you. I'd run behind the bus and I'd save me money."
He said, "Why don't you run behind the taxi and save some more money?"
He said, "Don't come the old jokes of me. I'm as fit as a fiddle. I'd run behind the bus 10 miles. He's running like that." He said, "How much is it to Woolwich Ferry now?" He said,
£2.50. You're running the wrong way.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great honour to be here. Thank you very much indeed. Good night and God bless you. Thank you.
I don't know why I'm laughing, honestly. All those jokes about from Jim, you know, about being clamped. I have been. I have. You'd think single yellow, Great Marlborough Street, on a day like this, you could have sorted it out, you know, we'd have been all right. No, incidentally, doesn't that look marvellous? Oh, it's great. Gives a whole new meaning to the word jukebox. One of the marvellous things about the 2 boys, Eric and Ernie, was their ability to handle props. Remember the paper bag trick? Do you? Of course you do. Right. Somebody would pretend to throw something to Eric, and he'd catch it in the paper bag.
Leslie, what are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to do Eric's trick with the paper bag.
With the paper bag?
Yeah.
Well, that's quite simple. You just pretend to throw something.
All right. Oh.
See?
Oh, well,
Yes,
no,
good,
that's
isn't
good.
it?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Is there a trick to it?
What?
Is there a trick to it?
Yeah, well, it's a bit, you know.
Oxo?
No, Oxo.
Right.
Just...
Right, I think I've got it. Yes, you, sir. Will you do it again, please?
There you are. Did it. Very good.
I've got an idea.
What?
Do you think it'd be all right if I did it with us?
Well, it's your career.
This is very true.
Yes.
Your Royal Highness, throw it down. Got it. Wonderful.
What did you get?
Hang on.
What?
He did. American Express. That will do nicely, sir. Hang on, there's something written on the other side.
What did you say?
Get off.
I don't do requests.
This is a command.
Oh, right. Gentlemen, I'm sure you all remember Sunday night at the London Palladium, and do you remember this music?
was the biggest show that you could see on TV. It led to my success, so don't blame me. And in the show, there was a thing called Beat the Clock, the first game show that I ever did on television. And the jackpot used to go up £100 every week. And when you think that today we go away things like cars and all those kind of things, £100 went up every week. And if it ever got to £1,000, if nobody won it, it would go to a very worthy cause, the Bruce Forsyth Benevolent Fund. So, good evening. Hello. Nice to see you. Let's go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Saturday night at the Palladium. Thank you. And nice to see you, Yeah, you see, they can't all be wrong. And it is lovely to be here. I mean, you know, I've got so many memories about Sunday night at the London Palladium, but I've also got memories of stage shows that I did here. And one I'd like to mention tonight, because it's in keeping with our evening. I did a show here in 1962 called Every Night at the London Palladium. And in that show, well, I'll tell you a bit about it more, but I asked the boys to look in the archives and see if they could find me the bill. Have you got the bill there? Send the bill on. Send the bill on. That's not Bill, that's Fred. Yes, and you see, you've got it all there. I mean, you've got... I do apologise, sir. I'm so sorry about that. The other side, that's it, fine. Never turn your back on royalty. It's all there, you see. Every night at the London Palladium, I was the top of the bill then, and you see, it was produced and directed by Robert Nesbitt, Max and Harry's son. And there we are, Morecambe and Wise. There we are. You see, Eric had hair there. Well, didn't we all? But during that season here, they did this series, and they went... And at the end, the last few months of this show, here at the Palladium stage, people were coming in as much to see Morecambe and Wise as they were me at that time. And they went... Well, then they had that fantastic, wonderful, beautiful career. And I thought it was a bit of nostalgia, and I wanted to tell you all about that tonight. All right, dear, you've done marvellous. Off you go. That's it. Alison, Alison, Alison. That's it, that's it. That's it. Left hand down. That's it. As you were. Be careful of that stage, Anne. You know the one. Right. And right now, I'd like you to introduce you to my musical director, Mr. Don Hunt. Say hello, Don. Good. So has my piano arrived this evening? Is it there? Oh, good. Yeah. Well,
don't do what you did last night.
What was that?
You forgot to put the lid up. Mind you, it sounded a lot better like that.
Do you know, for another 10 quid, I could have got Andre Previn. Anyway, as you probably know, I'm a bit of the middle-of-the-road sort of pianist. You know, I got knocked down 4 times rehearsing this one. But we do hope you like our little offering. I was going to do a Stevie Wonder number because I love his crisps. But here's something else. Hope you like it. I have been asked by Beck Steins to announce that this is a Steinway. you. Thank you very much. Oh, Oscar Peterson, eat your heart out. Liberace, trim your wick. Oh, I played with them all. I have, even Ivy Benson's band. That was one at the time, but I played with them all. But you seem a musical crowd, which suits me just fine, because at this little juncture, I'd like to do a little novelty number, something that I'm sure that you... I say, all right, sunshine, all right. I haven't finished with... What? Oh, the card game started. Well, I've got to sit on something, haven't I? I've got to sit on something. Thank you. Look out. Well, tonight I should like to play for you standing up. On the left leg, if you like, with a touch of the batter's elbow thrown in for good measure. A lovely little thing. We do hope that you enjoy Nola. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're so kind, you're so generous, and you're so right. And, do you know, I've introduced many, many international stars at this theatre, but it always gives me an extra thrill if I can introduce a British star who has become international. Yes, It's Miss Petula Clark.
You're the only one that I rely on, a shoulder there for me to cry on. And the hours are long that I'm without you, all I ever do is think about you. No one else could be so understanding, even though my love is so demanding. Every time you look at me, then you know we both agree that no other love could be. You much when I first met you. Somehow I couldn't quite forget you. You said you didn't want a friend or lover, that your life was happy with another. But as time went by, my love grew stronger. You that I just couldn't wait any longer, or I couldn't let you go, and I had to tell you so, that I loved you so in love. So if people want to stare, I don't really care, just as long as you are there. I couldn't live without your love, no. Now I know you're really mine. I've got to have you all the time, one more time. I couldn't live without your love. Now I know you're really mine. I've got to have you. Being in London, and specifically on this marvellous stage, is a great joy for me. And I know that an awful lot of my fellow artists here tonight have worked on many other marvellous stages in glamorous cities. But, speaking for myself, on a night like tonight, there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be. London is London. Forgive me if I shout about it. Nowhere's like London, so I'll be round about it. London is history, future and past. London is mystery, flabbergasting, everlasting. London's a charmer. I could go on for days about it, dripping with drama. There ain't no two ways about it. You can have Cairo and Cannes and Capri, but London is London, is London, is England, is me. And if
Euro stands in Piccadilly Circus. Nelson stands at Trafalgar Square. Big Ben stands on the River Thames, and well as long as the Thames is there. London is a strange, unchanging town. But take my word, whatever you've heard, London Bridge has no intention of falling. Don't,
falling. Oh, forget it.
London, London,
is is anyone in doubt about it? London is London. It's easy to find out about it. London is springtime.
Yeah, Cockney champagne.
London is summer.
Lots of rain, but who's complaining?
Who's complaining?
Who's complaining?
London is lovely. Let no one change his mind about it.
Lovely and lively. Yes, that's the thing I find about it.
You can have Paris or
And
Venice.
Venice and Rome.
Or London is London.
Is London.
Is
England. Is home.
Home.
We're going to have a party, so why not join us?
Grab your coat, leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street.
Yes, and to set the ball rolling, here's Miss Baptiste Redding with Kenny Ball and his Jazzmen. Take it away.
Can't you hear that pitter pat and that lucky tune? That's your step. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with my blues on parade. Well, I'm not afraid of this rover crossed over. And if I never have a cent, I'll be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust at my feet on the sunny side of the street. Come on down here, Kenny Ball. You know you are my sunshine.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. It's you, Eric. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt that you were by my side. When I woke there, disillusion, well, you were gone, but then I cried. You are my sunshine.
You are my sunshine.
My only sunshine.
My only sunshine.
Make me happy.
You make me happy.
When skies are gray.
When skies are gray. You never know
how much I
love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Walk down the street with my blue at my feet. Well, I'm not afraid of this rover crossed over. And if I never have a cent, I'll be rich as Rockefeller. Gold dust in my shoe on the sunny side of the street.
the years on the Morecambe and Wise shows, we had many very special guest artists that came along. Actors, actresses, singers, dancers, they came along, joined in the fun, and we all had a great time, which I'm sure you must have seen over the years. And now there's a few of them, just a few of them, have come along tonight to say hello. Introduced by Mr. Bryn Williams.
Ernie, will you please receive your special guests this evening? Firstly, Frank Finlay and Susan Hampshire. Come and join us. Fulton Mackay and Nanette Newman. Come and join us. Barry Cryer and Diane Keane. Michael Aspel and Lulu. Francis Matthews and Jill Gascoigne. Dickie Davis and Angela Rippon. Come on, John. And John Thor and Hannah Gordon.
Not now, out there. I'll start milking it out there.
Tell you what,
What?
Look,
What?
1 inch long and 8 notes.
Aren't you lucky? All right, go ahead.
Half of that's great.
Have you? What's the matter? And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to a couple of friends of mine. They're going to dance for you. It's Lionel Blair and Suzanne Danielle with All That Jazz.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town?
And all that jazz, I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down.
And all that jazz, start the car. I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall
where there's a night roll
and all that jazz.
Oh, slick your hair
and wear your buckle shoes. And all that jazz, I hear that Father Dick is gonna blow the blues. And all that jazz, hold on, hon, we're gonna bunny hug.
I bought some masquerade down at United Drug
in case we shake apart and want a brand new start to do. that jazz.
Oh, I'm gonna see my Sheba shimmy shake.
And all that jazz.
Oh, she's gonna shimmy till her garters break.
And all that jazz.
Show a red partner girdle. Oh, her mother's bottle turtle. If she hear a baby squeal. Oh, oh.
For waiting. How dare they put me in the second half? What a time I've had. I've been guarding Max's rolls all night. What does he expect, MB1? They're all at it. Ronnie Corbett, RC. I thought he was Church of Scotland, actually, the little fella. Bruce Forsyth, BF. Well, and, there's only Val Dunican doesn't bother. Do you know, I tell you that tonight... We've got some great acts coming on for you. Artists and performers you've never heard of. We have the Italian guitar player, Segovia Carpet. The Jewish juggler in the pit, Mustafa, I think he does, is the girl there. Harry, good. And we have the hungry ferret that ran up Larry Grayson's left leg, down his right one, and went, what a waste of time that was. That's in a cage at the side. You've missed the telly being here. He's been on Nutty Slack, Scargill. Oh. Is that his own hair? No, it's 3 shredded wheat. Do you know, I tell you that, he said tonight he wants no ballots. If the miners' wives get hold of him, he won't have any. Do you know, I tell you. They said there's good news and the bad news. The good news is they're going to deport him. The bad news is Mark Thatcher's driving him to the airport. Because in America, you know, Mickey Mouse wears a Mark Thatcher watch. But, please. Got to be off by 11 or we don't get the handshake. Right, now anyway, I'll tell you that, that's all I've come for, the photo. Right, now then. It's catching, have you seen Des? Right, now then. I've had a laugh all day with all these talented people. I've been roaring laughing, mainly at the band. They've got their own quiz show next week. Name that one in tune. But you know, hey, Harry, you should have such a bar mitzvah tonight with us all here and him go, eh? What a night. Oh, yeah, yeah. In 1964, I was very honored to be included on the Royal Command performance. And I shared a dressing room with 2 giants with me, Tommy Cooper and Eric Morecambe. And I was very thrilled and very much the starry-eyed kid in those days to be in a room with such 2 great fellas. It was very funny because Morecambe and Wise were rehearsing and Tommy Cooper unplugged the dressing room phone. So I was looking like that. He said, "You've got to watch these pros," he said. they'll be phoning Hong Kong while I'm on. And he locked the phone in a cupboard. And Morecambe and Wise came off, and Tommy Cooper went on. And Eric went, where's the phone? I said, Tommy's locked it in the cupboard. I said, he said, you'll be phoning Hong Kong. Get away. So we're all waiting, and the Queen arrived, and there's a lot of excitement. And the telephone went at the stage door. And Eric Morecambe said to Tommy, it's long distance in the cupboard. Well, that was two giants, as I said. Unfortunately, have passed away, but I'm so thrilled that they passed my way. It was a great honor to know both those men, and it's an honor to know this next guy, because I'm thrilled to be on here introducing a man who has conquered America with British comedy. Another giant. Ladies and gentlemen, great thrill for me, Benny Hill.
We've not done terribly well at this school, have we? We're not exactly la creme de la creme, are we? Name 4 fruits that begin with the letter N. An apple, an orange, an onion, and a nana. Where is the hottest part of the sun, page 3? What is a Hebrew? A male tea bag. Right. Righto, listen for your names, righto. Righto. Oliver Wright, are you there? Righto, it's you, lad. Right, listen for your names. Potter T. Potter P. Honey Bee. Little Willie, Large Richard, Steel Helmet, UFO, Smelly B.O., Smelly P.U., Flower NNME, Accrington Stanley. Are you heathen, boy, are you? Are you heathen? There were 5 disciples. They were called Matthew, Mark, Olivia, Newton, John. Who was unhappy at the return of the prodigal son, the fatted calf? You could tell Moses was sick by the size of the tablets. God. You're not going to become an atheist, are you, boy? Don't be an atheist. They get no holidays. Right, listen for your names. Golly G. Former Q. Worthington E. Ham NX. North C. Das Bill. Little John Thomas. Glass I. Car, Ted, Par, Ted, Far, Terence, What's on TV, Sweet Pea, Sweet FA, Shipwrecks. Right, now, all boys whose names I've called, what I want you to do is to go to the dining room and see Mrs. Ramsbottom. And when you've seen it, get ready for Jim. Get ready for Jim, right? Now, the remainder, get out your poetry books, because I'm going to read here the last poem that was ever typed by the famous short-sighted poet, Paul Finch. And he typed this out on a typewriter which had been repaired by an equally short-sighted repairman. And he inadvertently, I say inadvertently, put the P where the F should be and put the F where the P should be. He died actually 50 years ago tonight, so I thought I would give it to you exactly as it was then. Here it is then, Patricia and Theta. The final poem of Fall Pinch. Patricia was just 15 when she fell in love with feet. He was fishing in the river. With galoshes on his feet. He speaks first. Is the water deep here? About 4 inches, she replies. His foot is put in front of him and sank off to his eyes. As he struggled to the surface, covered from head to foot in muck, she said, that's punny. It only comes halfway off my duck. She could see that he was peeling paint. So she gripped him by the arm. She said, are you rich? He said, no, I peed myself with pood grown on my palm. Years passed by, and Handsome Feet left town, and so did Fritty Fat. She joined the Metropolitan Police Force. Her pokes were proud of that. One day, as she was facing up and down, she heard a strange sound in the street. Someone was flaying a piddle. In the gutter there stood Feet. She could tell by the look upon his face. He was peeling broken-hearted. He said, I've left my wife, you know. She said, I'd heard you'd gone. Fleas, fleas, go away, fleas, he begged. She answered him with smiles. He said, I've been in prison. She said, I know, I've seen your piles. He said, at least in there I had food inside and over my head a root. But if I'd have stayed with those men much longer, I'd have become a raving foop. She held his hand as they were wed at the chapel opposite Falls. They honeymooned in Niagara, and she held him by the paws. They now have 4 children, and life for them is great. You just can't predict where it will find that pickle finger of paint.
Here's another old friend. He's actually older than Max Bygraves, would you believe? Mr. Dickie Henderson. Dickie, would you believe that I worked with your father?
Yes, I would.
When did we first work together? Can you remember?
The first time we worked together was indelibly printed on my mind, the Empire Glasgow.
Oh, Empire Glasgow, the comics graveyard.
That's right.
Yeah, I know.
You know, at the Empire Glasgow, if they liked you, they didn't applaud, they let you live.
They had those long intervals, give you time to reload, eh?
That's right. But do you remember the shows you did that I used to love were the musical shows where you had Shirley Bassey with the Boots?
Yes, yeah.
And Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers?
I was Ginger.
There's no answer to that.
Actually, Dickie, there was a routine that you used to do that Eric liked very much. He was very fond of it.
Yes. The off-key singer.
Off-key singer.
Yeah, he loved that.
Yes, he loved it. Yeah. I didn't like it, but he
Well,
loved it, yes.
You can't win them all.
Would you do it tonight?
For Eric?
Oh, not for me. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
All right.
Dickie Henderson.
I'll set it up for you. Thank you. Now, you know, we live in an age of singers, and a lot of them are very good. We know the ones I mean when I say that, but 1 or 2 slip through the net. And this is one of those singers, got a lot of confidence, a little short on talent. And it's not his fault, because he leaves school when he's 15, 16, he's earning £10,000 a week. How can you advise him? He's in the wrong business. And the agents give him the wrong advice. They say, go and copy the stars, Perry Como, be relaxed. Do you want to pull your ear, pull your nose, do it. Dean Martin, if you want to have a little snort, just relax. Be a regular guy. Get the arrangement. Julio Iglesias' arrangements, the only thing they can't teach him is how to sing. And here's a fella, he's got it all, but he sings off-key every once in a while. He goes a little flat. Not all the time. He keeps lulling you into a sense of false security. And here he is, all the confidence in the world with Begin to Begin. When they begin to begin, it brings back the sound of music so tender. Brings back a night, tropical splendor. Brings back a memory, evergreen. Hey! What moment under the stars, and down by the shore, an orchestra's playing. Even the palm seem to be swaying when they begin. Oh, let them begin to begin, make them play till the stars that were there before return. God, blood. It's got to be there somewhere, baby booby. Let's try that one. Return above you until you whisper to me once more, darling, I love you. And then we suddenly know what heaven we're in when they begin the begin. When they begin the
I liked. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you two people that I know you're going to enjoy.
What about our dance?
No, we're not doing it.
No dance?
No, they found somebody better.
No kidding?
No. Wayne Sleep and Cherry Gillespie.
Oh, the youngsters?
Yeah.
I want you, babe. I've waited so long. I need you, babe. How can it be wrong? I can't hold on. It just is not fair with these feelings. If you won't do it, I'll find someone else. If you can't do it, I'll do it all by myself. 'Cause I have made it perfectly clear that I want you. I want you to dance.
What beat that you want me to dance?
I just got to have you dance.
I can't dance,
Don't be
don't make me
shy.
dance.
I want you to dance.
I won't dance, I don't wanna dance.
You just gotta dance.
I won't dance, why should I?
You'll get by. I've got music right here in my soul. I need a rhythm, so give me some rock and roll, and I'll
Ladies and gentlemen, all the years that Eric and I worked in variety, there was always a double act on the bill. And of course, nothing has changed. It's just the same now. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce you to two fellas that are packing the theaters all over the country, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy them. It's Cannon and Ball.
Thank you! Once again! Thank you!
Is that it?
Hey?
Is that it?
No, I'm just
Thank
saying...
you, because I've had enough of your thank yous. Now I'm up to my eyeballs in them.
No, I'm just...
All right?
No, I'm
Special
just...
audience tonight, okay? No, don't keep interrupting while I'm talking, all right?
No, I'm just...
Just please. You know, I don't mind who talks as long as you keep quiet, okay?
No, I was just saying thank you,
Don't
Tom.
keep saying it, all right?
No, Tom.
What's the problem? A lot of important people out here tonight.
I know, but you're not...
What?
I'm just saying thank you because I'm excited to be here with all these people.
So you should be excited. So you should be.
There's a lot of celebrities here tonight, Tom.
The place is full of them.
Look who's over there, Luke.
Who?
Racco Welch.
Who?
Oh, no, Tom, it's two balded men sat together. Sorry.
What's the matter with you tonight, for goodness sake?
Sorry, I didn't mean
What's
it.
the matter? You were like that backstage before. Come on, weren't you? Talking about women all the time. What's the matter with you? What's this phobia about women?
Tom.
What is it?
What it is this. I'm not an ugly man.
No.
Do you think I'm ugly?
Did I say you were ugly? I never said you were ugly, did I?
No, but you did a bit of a snidey laugh there. You went, huh?
Well, I know. It's only because you did Quasimodo the other week and you didn't have makeup on. That's all.
Shut up! Shut up! Tom, it's just that I just can't get a girl. I want a woman.
Yeah? Well, what is this? Is it the way you talk to them? Is it...
Oh, no, Tom, my chat's terrific.
You got a good line?
My chat is great, but I just can't pull a bird.
Yeah? Okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
What, Tom?
I'll help you out tonight.
How?
Well, I'll pretend I'm a woman.
Rock on, Tommy, you kinky person.
Look, it's only for a short while.
Hey, you ever grow Monday nights?
Look, I'm going to pretend I'm a woman, okay?
Yeah.
All right. All you got to do is imagine this, right? Okay.
Imagine a woman?
Imagine I'm a woman, okay? I'm tall. I've got long legs. I'm gorgeous looking. And I've got this beautiful blonde hair. And I'm sat there in this nightclub. And the lights are low.
Will I bang my head?
Shut up. I beg your pardon?
If the lights are low, I'm going to bang my head, aren't I?
Don't talk The lights aren't low. They're just dim like you. And I'm sat there.
Yeah.
Do you fancy me now?
I think I love you.
Hang on. Don't take it that far.
I'm coming in, but watch it, Tom, because I'm absolute dynamite.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Wait a minute, now look, I'll tell you what I want you to do, right? Go out through the door and then come back in.
Sorry?
I say go out through the door and then come back in.
Oh,
right? What are you doing?
I'm looking for the door.
The door's there, right in front of you. There it is.
Oh, sorry, Tommy, I didn't spot it.
It's okay. Go on, let yourself in, make yourself at home. That's it. Okay.
It's angry.
Imagine I'm tall, I'm gorgeous, and I'm just waiting for you, Bobby. Now come on in and chat me up.
It's Piggy Crackers.
Bobby, I'm tall, gorgeous, I'm just waiting for you to chat me up. Now come on in. Well, what's wrong with you? I'm talking to you.
I can't hear you. I've shut the door.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Sorry. I'm coming in.
Am I teaching you something or not?
Yes, I'm coming in,
Right,
Tom.
come on in. Forget the door.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm waiting for you. Give me your best line.
My best line?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give my best.
Come on, I'm waiting now.
I'm coming in.
Okay.
Do you fancy it or what?
No!
Shut up, it's my best line!
What are you doing?
He keeps looking at me.
He's allowed to look at you.
I'm going to get you, aren't you?
Just pack it in, will you? I'm sorry, sir. Just behave yourself, will you?
Sorry, Tom.
Look, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong, okay? Look, I tell you what, you be the girl.
Yeah.
I'll go out, I'll come in,
Yeah.
and I'll chat you up. Listen to what I'm saying.
Okay, Tom.
Okay.
Imagine this.
I'll do my best.
Imagine... You keep laughing at me, I'm going to knock your piggy teeth out, boy!
Hey!
Sorry, Tom.
Forget it. Put your teeth back in. He doesn't mean it. Now, come on.
Sorry. Imagine this, Tom.
Right, okay.
I'm sat there
Yeah.
in this transport cab.
Yeah. That's you, isn't it? That's you.
Yeah. And I'm tall.
Tall, yeah.
I'm 6'6".
Yeah.
Short legs.
Yeah.
And Tom, I've got this long black hair.
Yeah.
It's right down my back.
Yeah.
I've got none on my head.
No.
It's just right down my back.
Carry on. Build it up. Build it up. Come on.
And I've got this tight-fitting frock on.
Yeah.
In gingham.
In gingham. Very nice.
And Tommy, I'm just waiting for you.
And I'm coming to take you, baby.
It's a Wollywop there!
Okay, here I come.
I'm waiting.
Okay.
What's up? Have you got bad legs?
No, no.
What was that for then?
You mean what were it for? That's John Wayne.
Oh, you're a cowboy?
Of course I'm a cowboy.
What am I then?
Yes, you can be a cowgirl.
A cowgirl, okay,
Yeah.
Tom.
Okay.
Forget it, I'm not taking cavalry on.
No, no. I'm on my own. I'm on my own.
I'm very small boned.
Okay, here I come. Leave him out of it now.
Sorry, Tom.
I'm coming in now. Brace yourself. What is it?
You're joking me. I've got big boobs.
Well, I'm sorry. Shift them out the way. That's better. Hi there, baby.
Hello, Big John.
Can I have this dance?
Of course you can, I don't want to.
Oh, no, Bobby, let's forget it.
Please, I'm coming in, Tom.
Yeah?
I know what you want. You want me macho?
Yes, that's what I want you to be.
I'll come in like, because I look a lot like him.
Who?
Sylvester Stallone.
Huh? You don't even look like Sylvester the Cat. Now get in.
Shut up.
Okay, come on, macho.
Okay, Tom, macho.
No, that's... No.
Tom, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what macho is.
Let me teach you to be macho. I'm going to have all the women screaming at you.
Will they?
Oh, yes, I promise you. Okay?
Well, she's laughing. Look at her.
Well, it's all right. She hasn't seen anything yet, okay? Now, then, stick your chest out. Stick it out. Is that it?
Is that woman screaming and laughing?
No, she's screaming at you. That's it. Okay, now then, stoop down a little now. Stoop down. Bit more.
Are you sure this is macho?
You're looking tremendous. Come on. Bit more. Bit more. Okay, that's fantastic. Now then, come in and chat me up. Come on. Come on. Come on, that's it. Okay. Okay. Say something warm to me.
Electric fire.
Okay. Oh.
No, it were a joke, Tom, with these.
I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
It were only a joke.
Forget it. Forget it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure for us to be here tonight, it really has. But I tell you, I'm going to sing a song on my own for you because...
Tommy, can I help you?
What?
Can I help you?
You want to sing the song with me?
Please.
Okay, let's do it.
You'll do for me, Tommy.
Okay. Laugh me a laugh, grin me a grin,
And then I know that we can win.
dance me a dance, joke me a joke, and blow the clouds away.
You gotta play me a tune, sing me a song, and we can help us life along. Just you and me, come on and sing, together we'll be okay. I said a rock on Tommy, just you dance to a tune that this guitar sings. Rock on Tommy, just get up, get up, get up, here we go. Follow me through into the sun, and we can smile at everyone. You gotta join in with me, then we are free. It isn't hard to do, it isn't hard, it isn't hard. It's a song, so just sing along, and then we know we can't go wrong. Just you and me, come on and sing, together we'll be okay. Together we'll be okay. Together we'll be okay. Thank you.
Hi there, kids. Give me some skin. Beat me, daddy. 8 to the bar. Why, it's Bonnie Langford. Come on, let's jump. Oh, sweet and lovely lady, be good. Oh, lady, be good to me. I am so awfully misunderstood. Oh, lady, be good to me. Won't someone please have some pity? I'm all alone in this big city. I'm like a babe who's lost in the wood. Oh, lady, be good to me.
Thank you so much. What a lovely audience. You seem like a nice, happy crowd. You are happy, aren't you? Good, that's what I like. Mass hysteria. Actually, I'm only here to do a warm-up for Des. No, actually, it's true. Des is coming on in a moment, and he's going to sing one song, and if you don't like it, he's going to sing 2 songs. If you don't like those 2, he's going to sing 38. And he's going to sing them slowly. But actually, I thought they'd never get to me. I said to you, didn't I, Graham? I said, will they ever get to me? I've had 2 shaves. While Bruce was on. They said, look, Mike, they said, and Philip Jones, he's nice. Philip Jones, who's the head of light entertainment for Thames Television. Nice man. And he rang me up, Philip, and he said, Mike, he said, my dear, it's Philip. He did. He said, it's Philip. Yes, that's what I thought. I said, oh, Your Royal Highness. And he didn't correct me. He didn't say... Just let me go on, you know, thinking he was, you know, who I didn't think he was. But he was very nice about it. He said, Mike, do some topical jokes. Now, I'm not usually known for doing topical jokes, but there is a man who is known for doing topical jokes. So let's hear from this gentleman. Hello, good evening, and welcome. I'm sorry, I'm tired. It's a joy to be here at the Palladium in London. I'm so impressed with the place, I've decided to buy it. London, I mean. I haven't had this many people looking at me since before the days of breakfast television. In fact, more people have been sacked from TV-AM than have actually watched TV-AM. But what a joy to be here tonight at the Palladium, and this is nothing more than happiness pie with all these great stars, and we have some little topical news items that we hope will raise a loud smile throughout the auditorium. For instance, at a dinner in the city last night, the Chancellor of the Exchequer announced that he would double old age pensions, increase unemployment benefit, reduce VAT, and abolish income tax. He then sang 3 choruses of Nellie Dean and threw up into a bucket. Also today, 300 people queued at Patrick Moore. They thought he was a jumble sale. There's one there for the band that we didn't do at rehearsal, however. But now, ladies and gentlemen, in this age of technology and science, we're going live by satellite to Washington to hear from the President, Mr. Ronald Reagan. Mr. President, you are, in fact, the oldest president in American history. Is that not true? Well, David, that is very true, and not only am I the only... There I go again. You ain't heard nothing yet. Not only am I the oldest president in American history, I'm older than American history. Super, that was lovely. I like the way you got out of the fluff there. It is also true, is it not, Mr. President, that you are slightly deaf in one ear? No, that is not true. I never dye my hair. But, Mr. President, are you optimistic about the future? Yes, but I can hear very well with the other ear. Bit of a slow burn, that one, isn't it? And it's kind of late. But I want to say finally to all you people in Great Britain that I hope to visit your country again very soon, and I hope to talk to your Prime Minister, Mrs. Thatcher. When I say I hope to talk to her, I mean I'm going to try and get a word in edgeways. God bless you all. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Super. Super. Thank you so much, Mr. President. The President there saying a few words to us. We're going to move away from politics now and hear from not a politician, but a very special person, always the man of the moment, His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales.
Thank you so much.
You have to admire my nerve, don't you?
I'm absolutely delighted to be here this evening. I would have preferred to have sat in the audience, but unfortunately, the family could only get one ticket. We thought Father should have it because he doesn't get out much. I mean, that's not exactly true. I mean, recently he was in Canada with my mother, and they had a very enjoyable time there. In fact, my mother was quite touched. There was some doubt as to whether or not the show would go on, but it has gone on, and on, and on, and on. But when they asked me to appear, naturally I haggled about the billing. And they said, well, everybody will be billed alphabetically. I thought, well, that's all very well, but that means that Max Bygraves will be above me, which I suppose he is, really. I only have one Rolls Royce. It's always a great joy to be at the London Palladium. It is a tourist attraction, the Palladium. And anything that takes place here is a major event, rather like the changing of the guard or the changing of my wife's hairstyle. I thought that this evening it might be appropriate if I came on and sang I'm Just Wild About Harry. Then I thought maybe not. But it was a joyous occasion when our second son was born. But prior to that, it was quite difficult explaining to Wills that there would be a new arrival. So I took him to one side and I tried to explain to him delicately that there would be a new arrival. So I said, very soon the stork is going to come down the chimney and visit Mummy. To which Wills replied, well, don't you realize that will scare the living daylights out of her? She's pregnant.
I haven't the faintest idea why I'm on this show tonight. Eric never said anything nice about me. One week on television, he was positively uncomplimentary. Well, I lie, it wasn't 1 week, it was 14 years. Des, short for desperate. Death O'Connor. Desecrated. Ernie? What? Des O'Connor's just entered the building. How do you know that? When the guard dog jumps off the roof, Des O'Connor's entered the building. What's the play this week? It's about a man in his 80s who's lost everything, his dignity, his voice. Great, but will Des do it? Very sad about Des. What's happened? He's had his gallbladder removed. That's nasty. It was for him. It was on the back of his neck. For the past 14 years I've been living with this. People say to me, Des, come on, tell us. Were you enemies? Did you get on well? Tell us the truth. When did it start? It started in 1967. I said to Eric, I want to be an international star. He said, I'd like to have an affair with Brigitte Bardot, but all things are not possible. I said, I'm going to become a singer. He said, I'll join the Royal Ballet. I said, I'm going to be a limited company. He said, you should be. You're a limited performer. I thought, I'm going to prove it to this man. And I went out there and I made records. Hit after hit. Careless Hands, I Pretend, 1, 2, 3, O'Leary, Dick-a-Dum-Dum. The more hits, the more insults. You can now buy Des O'Connor's new LP in Boots, the chemist. You get it on the poison counter with a prescription. There's only one thing wrong with Des's new LP. The hole in the middle isn't bigger. So I said to him, I said, look, Eric, you shouldn't be in this business if you can't take a joke. And I don't mind this. But one of my fans is very upset. He said, well, let me talk to the other one. I said, it's all these insults. Insults? What insults? Who's insulting you? I said, you are. Saying things like, who discovered Des O'Connor? David Attenborough. They're insults. They're upsetting. They hurt people. I wouldn't hurt anyone. I'm a nice man. It's not me, Des. I don't think of these things. It's our scriptwriter, Eddie Braben. He does it. He works like this. If he hears you do a duff joke, sing a rotten note, he thinks of a gag, sends it to us, we send him a $5. I said, I want to talk to him. What's his number? He said, it's 051 466624 5595 55959. I said, is that his number? He said, no, that's his fee for last week. I said, Eric, people are talking. You've got to get on there and say something. He said, all right. So he went on the show. Joe knows this is true. And he said, look, Des and I are friends. As a matter of fact, he came just this week to my daughter's wedding reception. He wasn't invited, but he came. But we were friends. When I had my cartilage removed, or as Eric said, the cartridge removed, he swears someone took a shot at me while I was singing. They came in, the pair of them, Eric and Ernie. Eric brought a bottle of vintage champagne. Ernie took it home with him. Nice to see Ernie's already working. He's working in the grotto for Santa Claus at Harrods. Harrods say it's the first time in 70 years the grotto's shown a profit. The boys have been good to me. A lot of fun. Of course we're friends. You can't say things like that on the air and get away with it. Well, maybe Eric could. I treasure the memories. I treasure the letters. I had one letter from Eric. It was addressed to Mr. Des O'Connor, the Henry Cooper School of Singing. Dear Desolate, this morning little Ern went out and bought your newest LP. I'm very sorry now I kicked him. Because I've listened to it and it's great. It's the best you've ever done. An absolute knockout. I played it non-stop for 3.5 hours, and you'll be delighted to know it's got rid of all the cockroaches. And the gypsies parked half a mile down the road. P.S. By sheer coincidence, as you were singing Little Things Mean a Lot, little Ern was in the bath. He loves playing with his cassette in there. He loves the LPs. He rushed in from the record shop the other day and he said, Dolly Parton's got one coming out. I said, there's no answer to that. That's when he told me that Ernie had a criminal record. I didn't know it either. I said, got a criminal record? What's that? He said, Des O'Connor singing Careless Hands. You couldn't top him. You just couldn't. So it'd be wrong for me tonight not to sing. He wouldn't want that. He liked to laugh. I shall sing a number a cappella. Musical term for without voice. Well, that's what he said it was anyway. It's a love song, and I'll be singing it to a man. But somehow it doesn't matter, because driving here tonight, I saw the Christmas decorations in Regent Street, and it dawned on me that the brightest light has gone out on the Christmas tree. There may be many other nights like this, doubt it, when I'll be standing here with someone new. There will be other songs to sing, another fall, another spring. There will never be another you. You listening, sunshine? There will be other faces, new star names. They'll make us laugh, but somehow not the same. And they may insult my singing, but it began with you. And there could never, ever be, you shared this private joke with me, and then you told the whole country they laugh with you, they laugh with me. Thank you for the memories. There could never, ever be another. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a lady going to sort of round off the show for us. She's always in the right place at the right time. That's here in the West End, the original Evita, the talent of Miss Elaine Paige.
Not a sound from the pavement as the moon lost her memory. She is smiling alone in the lamplight. The withered leaves collect at my feet, and the wind begins to memory, all alone in the moonlight. I can smile at the old days. I was beautiful then. I remember the time I knew what happiness was. Let the memory again. Every street lamp seems to meet a fatalistic warning. Someone mutters and the street lamp gutters, and soon it will be morning. Daylight, I must wait for the sunrise. I must think of a new life, and I mustn't give in. When the dawn comes, tonight will be a memory too, and a new day will begin. Burnt out ends of smoky days, the stale cold smell of morning. A street lamp dies, another night is over, another day is dawning. Talk to me, it's so easy to live all alone with the memory of my days in the sun. If you touch me, you'll understand what happiness is. Look, a new day has begun.
We came here tonight to pay tribute to a magnificent comedian and to a very special person, and that's been done. We also came here tonight to all of us here, you there and the stars at the back here, to raise money for a charity that he had a very particular interest in, the British Heart Foundation, and that's been done too. We've raised a considerable amount of money. Now, I've got a slight embarrassment. My job was to tell you exactly how much. There's been a slight problem with the cheque. Who's got the cheque? Now, come on, one must have the cheque.
Max, it must be you, Max. Max. You've got more than all of us, Max.
Oh. The famous wallet. It used to have a lock on it.
What was the combination, Max? I can't remember. Pennsylvania 65000. Wait a minute, I got it. There we go.
Thank you, sir.
There's a white fiver in there.
Yeah, there is. Like a white fiver.
A white fiver. Look at this. Hey. One of yours, sir?
No.
Go ahead, Parker. You're working well.
A cheque made out to the British Heart Foundation for £151,300. Thank you.
I'd like to thank the Heart Foundation for all the wonderful work they did. Also, Harefields Hospital, who looked after Eric so well. I'd like to give a special mention to Eric's wife, Joan Morecambe, who's here tonight, and as a tribute to her. And there's one thing I do know. If Eric had been here tonight, I know what he would have said. He would have said, "What do you think of it so far?"
And as the national anthem brings the evening to a close, His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh is escorted backstage to meet the members of the cast, whose performances have made this a truly memorable occasion. First, His Royal Highness meets dancers Wayne Sleep and Cherry Gillespie. Here's Elaine Paige, Leslie Crowther, Dickie Henderson, who does a lot of work for charity. There's Jim Davidson, Max Bygraves, no stranger to these occasions. There's Mike Yarwood and Bruce Forsyth. The Duke's obviously enjoying himself this evening. They're sharing a joke. And here's Ernie Wise, Eric's partner for over 40 years. Des O'Connor, Cannon and Ball. Benny Hill and Petula Clark. Philip Jones, co-producer of tonight's show, introduces Ernie's special guests. John Thor, Hannah Gordon, and Susan Hampshire. Next to Lulu, Angela Rippon, who has flown over just for this occasion. Frank Finlay, Nanette Newman, and Fulton Mackay. Brian Cowgill says goodnight to His Royal Highness. And lining the stairs are the girls from Thames Television, who have acted as programme sellers for the evening and worked very hard, as indeed all who have been connected with the show, to make this a fitting tribute to Britain's best-loved comedian, Eric Morecambe.
Good night.
Now play.